I am Dr. Sridhar. I am the Chief Neuro and Spine Surgeon in Global Hospital and Director of Neurosciences. We want to keep you informed of a very special surgery that was performed successfully on a young boy who had a very badly bent spine. Stand up. Here he comes, the boy. Surgery, which is a very complex surgery, which is not done routinely everywhere in the country and in the world. I also welcome our CEO, Mrs. Uma Nambiar and Mr. Zakaria. We need to inform public and even the medical fraternity that these are some of the problems that need to be tackled early for a good result. And that is the main message that we would like to give to all of you. And I'll just tell you about Meshari, and then you can talk to him yourself. Can I have the slideshow? Meshari came, he's a 16-year-old boy. He came with his, can all of you see this? He came with spine is bent, and if you see the X-ray, you can see that instead of being a straight line, the spine is bent like this. Now this is a condition called scoliosis. Okay, it's a problem which develops. There are many reasons why you can get scoliosis, but this is a problem which happens in him and in many other children and young people, teenagers, because of a spine. It is not only bent in one direction, it is also rotated. So what happens is that the chest on one side becomes smaller, and therefore a lot of the children get into lung and breathing problems. The second issue is that they start developing severe back pain and hip pains because of the bent posture as they grow up. So this is something which needs to be corrected so that they can have a long, healthy life. Now, what we did in him, next please, to correct this was, first we did, at the first step, we operated through the chest, what is called a thoracotomy, and we removed part of the bone like this, through the chest, and we removed this part of the chest, of the bone, which was extra and which was hampering the growth. So we did what is called a thoracotomy with removal of a wedge of the spine itself and release of, there was a bony bar here which was holding, not allowing this part of the spine to grow. Because this was growing less and that was growing more, this was shorter, that is longer. Therefore we removed a wedge of bone through the chest. We opened the chest here and we did that. And that is also on the CT scan exactly what we did. Next please. If people come early, when the curve is not very, very bad, we can achieve 100% reduction. And we can make it absolutely straight. Next please. And this is before the surgery and this is after the surgery. So this is what we have done in him, so that we have made the spine straight, we have made it strong, so that he's still got about 3 years of growth of the spine. And when that growth happens in the rest of the spine, it will be an even growth on both sides. So there will be a little more straightening which happens. And this is what we have done. And you can see and talk to him. Here in the beginning of February, 31st of January, we did the first stage surgery. It took about 10 hours to do. Then after a gap of about 3-4 days, when he recovered from the first surgery, we did the second surgery, which also took about 10 hours. 10 to 12 hours. No.
But you open, it's a conventional opening of the heart or no?
It's not the heart, it's the chest. And brought it down, it's a wedge, so it brought it down to half a segment on the concave side.
What's the name? This, what is the name?
I can't quantify.
On the longer side, two and a half
segments, it would come to about 5 inches.
5 inches, 5 long.
Yes, on the convex side. But when you brought it down to the concave side, it's just about an inch.
So the bed on this.
The problem is not in the strength of the bone. The problem is that if there are two sides of this, one side is held back, the growth is not allowed. Only this side keeps elongating, so naturally it starts bending.
Has he referred to any hospital in Colombo or Sri Lanka? Where was he from in Colombo?
You can talk to his father.
What's his father?
Yeah. His father is right here.
Next slide. Fahim. You are from Sri Lanka.
Sridhar.
Which part of Sri Lanka?
We are actually from Kandy, but presently residing in Colombo.
So, as he carries similar problems right from birth,
Yes.
he has referred in hospital before coming.
From birth, after about, when he was about 4-5 years ago of age, we know that he is having this condition. Earlier, his sister also had the same thing, and we did an operation for her, but without the correction. That was done in Shriners Hospital in LA, Los Angeles, USA. But the correction part was not done, only the stabilization part. Stabilization part is the second part the doctor explained.
Which do this, but it is not every hospital. It's something which is done in very specialized centers only. This is a very stressful thing for them and for us. And what we did in between was to make sure that we had not overcorrected, was to sort of make the anesthesia light, wake him up a little bit and ask him to move his legs a little bit. So that we were confident that we have not done anything wrong. So that we could, if there was a problem, we could have immediately reduced the correction. So I must acknowledge the help of our anesthesia team led by Dr. K.Sridhar, which was excellent support. Yes.
Sorry.